Kitchen has got a lot of fire.
Wait, what?
Mess with it? Now, Hell's Kitchen has got a lot of fire. Mess with it,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna get burned. But these are some of the times contestants decided to play with that fire. Sometimes you just gotta touch the stove and figure it out for yourself. And these contestants, all of whom
What?
got caught red-handed, well, you better believe they learned.
Oh, I don't know why, but I don't wanna cheat in Gordon Ramsay cat kitchen. And also Hell Kitchen, right? Like it's one of the worst, right? It's one of the worstest place that you should cheat. Other than China Eastport and North Korea, that's it. Other than that, Hell Kitchen is like the worst, bro. If you caught
Their lesson.
cheating,
A
you're
lesson
gonna
they learned the
die.
hard way. Just like this
Die from
contestant from
the
season
scalding.
4, who thought keeping an entire list of orders on hold would somehow help her teammates get their act together. Now, I have no idea what she was expecting, but
Wait, she she didn't tell them like, oh, you need to order this, you need to do this, you need to do that, but she just hold it on hold, take it on hold. That's dumbass. That's just dumbass. I'm sorry, but
resulted in was a whole bunch of diners who were left waiting for
yeah.
hours on end. What happened
Holy
is Roseanne
shit.
Fama was put on duty as an assistant maitre d' in the second episode. Just as the service kicked off, Roseanne was taking her sweet time with the first set of orders. It looked like forever before the orders made it to Ramsay's hands in the kitchen.
Need some orders. He's gonna explode. He's gonna explode in 2 seconds. Oh my god.
Seeing this, JP was worried that Ramsay would blow his top even before the chefs had turned on their burners. And what do you know? Roseanne took a whole 37 minutes until she finally rolled in with her first ticket.
Why though?
7 minutes in, nothing in the ladies.
Okay.
Move your ass.
Yes, sir.
Ramsay couldn't understand the reason behind her laid-back attitude. He made sure to give her a quick lesson on urgency and commanded her to hustle. Well, any other contestant would have taken his words seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not every day that Ramsay...
I mean, if you got scolded by one of the most reputable chef, you're gonna need to listen to it, bro. You're gonna need to listen to it, learn from it.
lets you go with just a warning. However, 2 hours into the madness, Roseanne kicked herself into overdrive. She finally decided to hand Ramsay a ticket she'd scribbled down more than an hour ago. And what was her
Holy
excuse?
fuck.
Well, take a look at this.
I have a line of tickets waiting up for you, and I don't want to bombard you all at once and give them to you.
Yeah, that was her
Wait, what?
justification. Roseanne had held onto a bunch of tickets only because she didn't want to overwhelm Ramsay.
Wait, you think Gordon Ramsay gonna get overwhelmed that easily? Okay, you're gonna be dead by Gordon Ramsay scolding. I'm sorry, but you're gonna die.
Oh, how considerate of her. Well, Ramsay's reaction should
She
be
just-
enough to tell you what
Yeah, just like that. She's just fucking lazy. She's just lazy, man.
he thought about that little idea.
Yes, chef.
Everything you touched, you
The man was confused as hell. I mean, what the hell was she even talking about? It's crazy to think that you've already placed your order and it hasn't made its way into the kitchen yet after 2 hours had crawled.
Wow.
Quite unexpectedly, the red team crashed and burned that service. Not surprising why Roseanne was at her wit's end during the deliberations. She was pretty sure her days were numbered. But despite that, she tried to maintain a positive attitude. Still,
Wait,
she
what?
was 100% responsible for the sluggish pace the red
Still,
team ran
eh?
that night. Which is why it was pretty shocking when she managed to dodge the bullet that was elimination that night.
Wait, really? Really?
Girl got lucky, let me tell ya. Unlike this next guy who is facing down
Wow.
the barrel of elimination. Let's dive into the mess that is Anton Testino from season 12. And well, it's safe to say that this dude didn't exactly win hearts and minds during his time on the show. Especially during one of those chaotic dinner services.
Maybe yeah. Maybe she just got a bribe and she just won the red team or maybe whatever. To lose, I guess. She just want her team to lose, I guess. That's about it.
when Scott was in charge of handling the meat station. But guess what? He choked big time. As the orders piled up one after another, Scott was struggling to keep up the pace. And that's when Anton entered the picture. He walked up to Scott, trying to be this Mr. Nice Guy who was willing to offer help with the appetizers. And well, Scott agreed, much to Anton's shock.
Until I try to help the kid, he tells me no, but he just asks for help. Maybe he's learning how good I am.
So I mean, why offer help in the first place? Now, this is a rare moment
Wait,
because they usually couldn't stand each other. But Scott wasn't exactly at his best. He ended up firing a whole batch of scallops instead of just one.
Do I have to do everything? Get the scallops off of there.
What a mess. However, as the night rolled on, Anton's performance took a nosedive. The red team's diners were getting hungry, and Anton continued to lose his marbles. First, he screwed up the Wellingtons and blamed it on the oven. Yeah,
Wow.
right. Like that's even a valid excuse. Let's watch the disaster unfold together, shall we?
Obviously, I screwed it up with the oven. Next door's oven, I got it down pat. This one, I screwed it up.
And oh boy, it only got worse from there.
Really?
He disrespected sous chef Andy and had the nerve to play the gender card.
Sous chef?
Didn't need her
Sous chef. Is she one of the most higher up? I didn't know that. Wait, you have one of the higher up? She doesn't wear any red or blue, right? She doesn't wear red or blue. Maybe she's just one of the most higher up. But still, bro, you disrespect someone like that, you're gonna get caught out. It's not cheating. It's just fucking lazy. It's just people being lazy and stuff.
guidance just because she's a woman. Yeah, no, this dude crossed the line. Can someone shut him up, please?
Don't you ever
I'm not
talk
talking back to you.
Yes, you are. Pull it together.
I'm not talking back to anybody.
By this point, Ramsey had enough of Anton's BS and called him out for dragging the whole team down.
What the fuck are you doing? You've got to keep it together.
And what was
Holy fuck. It's just that he got one-on-one with Mr. Gordon Ramsay. Chef Gordon Ramsay. Oh my god, this is the most train wreck I ever get. If you get called by one of the most prestige chef, you're gonna be failure, bro. Sorry.
Anton's excuse? He was back to whining about the ovens in the red kitchen being different somehow from the ones in the blue kitchen.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Ramsey had the presence of mind to shut that little rant of his down real quick. What's more,
Kick him out?
he also joined in and straight up told him not to blame the oven for his lousy performance. Yeah, truth hurts.
Come on, get it back in the oven, in the pan, braise it, let's go. Pink.
Anyway, I think Joy and Kasia were on point when they nominated him for elimination. And what did he do? He had the nerve to nominate Kasia in return. Well,
Wow.
that's not how the show works, bro. You need to vote for the weakest performer, which, let me remind you, was you. Regardless, when the time came for him to beg for his life, he had the audacity to claim Ramsey should know better than to kick him out, thanks to his hidden talents. Well,
Yeah, I mean, it's a hidden talent, so stay hidden, bro.
months later, Ramsey gave him the boot. Ramsey must have been tired of waiting for him to put those hidden
Get his
skills of
middle
his
finger
into
out of
practice.
here.
Anton made some bold claims in his exit interview,
Yeah,
saying he was the best.
yeah, he's one of the best in the world. You guys just didn't know, okay? He one of the best who cook dog food, okay? You guys just don't know. He's one of the best, okay? The cat food, the dog food, the shit food, he's one of the best at making it. Why would you guys kick him out? I wouldn't kick him out. I would just let him cook for my dog.
And also added that he would open a restaurant right next to Ramsey's just to split.
Yeah.
However, Ramsey nailed it when he fired back, saying Anton let his small successes in Hell's Kitchen blow up his ego. It's time to deflate that balloon. Hey, Anton, how's that restaurant of yours going?
Wait,
No,
what?
Anton, deflate that.
Wait, what?
Hey, Anton.
Chef Anton Testino. Anton Testino light it up. Wait, what? 145 likes from 2018.
How's that restaurant of yours
20.
going? Now, Anton.
Anton Testino. Anton by Chef Anton Testino. Cutting my way to the top, one blade at a time. Perfect. You're the best, Chef Anton. Cool. This shape is great. You're rock, Anton. What the fuck was that? It's like a bot generated comment.
One definitely tried to play dirty, but here comes a contestant who came up with a scheme to nominate not one, but two good chefs.
Wait, not really?
But would Ramsay accept the decision? Let's find out.
What kitchen you're in tonight, but from where I was standing, you have the wrong two.
So in episode 3 of season
Oh, okay. He did recognize the skill.
19,
I
the
thought
red
we'd just
team
kick him
lost
out.
the dinner service and had to nominate 2 members for elimination. That's when Cyan dropped a bombshell by calling out Lauren and Nikki. However, Ramsay was legitimately shook by Nikki's nomination.
What did you do wrong tonight?
Nothing, Chef. I thought she was great.
And all that Cyan could say to justify it was that Nikki may not be able to cut it as a top chef down the road.
Wow.
And she wasn't going to be strong enough.
Like seriously, is that even a legit reason? Well, Ramsay was
Like, wow. I know that she's okay now, but in the future, okay, in when my grandson or my granddaughter born, she's not gonna be good. So you guys gonna drop her out right now so that you don't feel any pain, bro. That's just bullshit. That's just
wasn't
bullshit.
blind to such deception. He could clearly see through her little plot.
Yeah, like-
clear as day.
Like, this is the most generated AI generated common and AI generated solution of all time. Even GPT 4.0 doesn't approve.
Instead of playing fair, Cyan wanted to cull the strong so she'd have an easier time picking off the weak on her own. But again, Hell's Kitchen isn't all about survival of the fittest. Like, they have a whole show for that.
It's about
called
skill.
Survivor. No, HK is all about the skill and leadership and more importantly, the determination to play a fair game. Well, of course, Ramsay gives all contestants an opportunity to pick the weakest. But when they fail to do so, he makes sure to call them out.
Not based on tonight's performance that got you kicked out.
Like, did they forget that their customers were left hungry? Ramsay did not mince his words when he said this.
Rare, it's fucking quacking. And that's the shit you serve.
Meanwhile, Nikki wasn't having it and thought it was a totally unfair call. But when Cyan jumped in to defend herself, Ramsay had to pull the plug. It was time to take things seriously.
When I
Okay.
ask you to give me 2 nominees, I expect you to take this seriously.
In a shocking twist, Ramsay called 2 contestants out for elimination.
Wow.
His own. Wondering who? Well, see.
Wow. He called it on his own because no one's gonna fucking say anything. No one's gonna do anything. Okay, you're gonna get eliminated on your own. I think one is Cyan, but I don't know the other.
For yourselves.
Jordan, you know it. Fabiola, you know it. Step forward.
What?
Yeah, he did it himself, calling out the 2 who were actually responsible for the Red Kitchen screw-ups that night. Finally, Ramsay gave Jordan the pass and Fabiola the boot. For one, Fabiola's appetizers were a flop. But there was a more concerning issue at play. Her health was taking a nosedive. Fabiola had a mix of remorse for how she messed up, balanced with some real serious health concerns.
Oh,
She
man.
even had to kneel with a medic there. Tough break. Hope you're feeling better, Fabiola. But this next contestant treated food like it was trash.
Really?
Seriously, it's mind-boggling how Keith Green from season 2 managed to stumble into 3rd place with his so-called incredible skills. So on the 3rd dinner service, Keith was holding down the appetizer station. Ramsay gave him a heads up not to screw up the risotto. Surprisingly,
I mean, it's good.
he didn't mess up any of those.
Oh.
But pulled off something so cringeworthy that it left even the customers dumbfounded. Now, every
What?
chef has got to taste their food before it goes out.
Yeah.
Keith was no different. So far, so normal. But oh boy, what he did.
Wait, did he just do like don't know what I think it is? Like, he ate the food, but he thinks it's not good, so he just crash it out, I guess.
next is beyond belief. Yep,
Holy fuck.
he used a spoon to taste the dish, which seems normal, but then he used that very same spoon to plop the food onto the plate. Like, I shouldn't need to tell you how gross that is.
Yep.
But wait, there's more. Keith turned it up to 11 by grabbing fistfuls of rice for the risotto with his bare hands and just chucked it into the dish. And guess
Holy
what? All this was
fuck.
going down while hungry customers were just staring at him. slack-jawed. Ramsay, trying his hardest to
Aw.
keep his cool, gave Keith some much-needed advice on respecting food.
Oh shit. I mean, for people who already done this many times, it's okay. But for people who like super chef, right? Like Gordon Ramsay level, you shouldn't do that. Like one of the most idiot thing. I mean, it's not even lazy. It's called stupid, bruh. It's called stupid. Yeah.
Keith over here had apparently
Ah.
forgotten the basics of kitchen
And look at his fucking ass, bro. Ah, come on. Look at
over
it.
here
Look at it. Come on, bro.
had
Oh,
apparently forgotten the
for
basics of
fuck's
kitchen hygiene.
sake.
And as if that wasn't enough, Ramsay noticed Keith's pants were so loose,
Yep.
they were practically sliding off his
Ah.
Damn, I'm losing count of how many
Oh,
ways this
oh, look at it. Did you call that pulled up? Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
guy
Oh,
was oblivious.
stop
As
it.
Keith was trying to fix his pants, you could practically hear the customers praying that he wasn't the one preparing their orders. And amidst all the chaos Keith was probably unknowingly creating, everyone got distracted. And well,
Yep.
you have to see it to believe it. Gotta say, at least someone was relaxed amidst the chaos.
I know it's a relaxed way to whistle, right? I mean, most of the people would whistle if the situation is called for to panic, right? But still, don't frequently whistling. It's like you need to whistle for 1 or 2 times. That's it. That's it. That's the whole point. Don't ultimately do it again and again and again. It's became annoying.
Chaos. So, now that none of us ever want to eat food again, this next contestant thought they could cheat without getting caught, but Ramsay didn't hesitate to give her a piece of his mind.
I hope it's cheat. It's not.
In the 6th episode of Season 9, things got heated during prep time.
Okay.
Everyone was all frustrated, because for some reason, no one seemed to be taking their job seriously. But guess what? Elise further added fuel to the fire when she accused Carrie of basically trying to make them all look like they didn't give a damn. And
What?
boom. That very instant, a huge argument broke out between the two.
Elise, can I
And you
please
definitely
talk
don't make
for once?
I just don't like how you try to act like no one else around you is taking it serious.
Oh man, that's the episode of the Survivor that I watched, right? You guys watch it too. It's like that's the episode of when they just arguing at each other for no damn reason. Ah,
Woo! Jolly cooperation.
jolly good show.
Anyway, let's head into the dinner service. Carrie was holding down the fort at the appetizer station with Jennifer, and it looks like she held on to that sourness from the argument earlier. Cause this time, she sent up her salads even though Krupa wasn't ready with her pot stickers. And let me tell you this, Ramsay wasn't amused.
Yeah.
Here you go. As far as I'm concerned, you can off. Start again.
He handed her back the salads and hit the reset button, ordering the red team to start the whole ticket from scratch. Later, Carrie tried to make up for it and lent Krupa a hand on garnish duty, but this is where she goofed up.
Carrie is hoping to impress Chef Ramsay with her speed.
Wait, what?
I have no idea
Wait,
why
what?
she thought it was okay to dump a whole lot of fresh rice onto a plate that already had a bunch of old rice left on it.
Wait, what? Why the fuck would you do that? That's disgusting, bro. Oh.
Ramsay couldn't even believe his eyes.
Oh.
Look at me. Look at me.
Oh, disgusting! Please stop! And Chef Ramsay just like, look at me. Actually, look at me.
You've adding the old rice into the fresh rice as we're eating it. I'm watching everything you're doing.
Well, Carrie was clearly trying to cut corners, but that's not how it works in Ramsay's
Yeah,
kitchen.
it's not.
He literally schooled her and trashed the entire pan of rice. Talk about a slip-up. But hey, things somehow turned around for the better. The red team ended up
Wow.
winning the service after managing to nail both the teams' orders.
What the
Carrie
fuck?
was feeling pretty good about it, especially after finding out the blue team got the boot. I guess you win this round, Carrie. Well, at least things worked out in her favor. Unlike this next game.
Yeah, it's just nasty. It's not cheating. There's no cheating in it. The fuck you mean it's cheating? It's not cheating. It's just people being lazy, people being stupid.
Contestant who totally brushed off Ramsey's direction and decided to do her own thing. But when Ramsey caught wind of it, things went from 0 to hysterical real quick. You know how challenges involving eggs are always exciting, right? Well, anyway, Season 7's egg relay challenge was no different. The goal was to cook up 4 egg dishes.
I mean, I know how to make the unfunny joke became funny, right? Like the dad joke. Exciting. You just don't push it too much. Just don't push it. Just don't show it. Just say it. People who catch it will laugh at it, but people who don't, it's not laughing. You know, just funny. But if you pushing it, it became unfunny. For fuck's sake.
Poached, soft-boiled, sunny side up, and scrambled. Sounds like a walk in the park, right? But here's the twist.
Yeah.
It was all about testing if the chefs could handle the heat and cook something as basic as eggs without stumbling. Now,
Really? That's really? Is the testing people without causing pressure, without causing anything, without causing sound? People could concentrate it more. That's like the most easiest, bro.
red team was one member
Okay.
short, and since it was a paired challenge, Siobhan Allgood was left to handle all the eggs on her own. How tough could that be? Turns out, it's way more difficult than you could imagine. The teams had a measly 5 minutes to cook the eggs to perfection. But oh boy,
I cook it for 1 minute. I cook the egg at 1 minute. I'm not kidding. Put the fire on, put the stove on, put a little bit oil in it, and you know, put the fire to maximum, to maximum. You put oil in it and then put the fire to maximum so that it can be a little bit hot. But after you put it to maximum, just put it down to half the fire power so that it can taste a little bit of the fire maximum power and then became a little bit not hot. It's my technique. But and then you just scramble the egg, put the ingredient in, and just after a little while, just put the egg in. Just for like 10 seconds, put the egg in. The eggs became good. That's it. That's it.
Siobhan started freaking out because she was flying solo.
I'm a little nervous about being on my own, but I'm gonna kick butt whether I'm by myself
Okay.
or with other people.
And then she made the mother of all mistakes. She
What?
decided to team up with Autumn Lewis and Fran Clyer without Ramsey's.
Bro, why the fuck would you need people? How old are you? I'm serious. How fucking old are you? Are you like 15 years old and just look like that for some reason? Why would you know how to cook egg? I mean, I know how to cook egg for like I was 14.
Permission.
Siobhan, work with me and Fran, all right?
Now, whether it was because she was under pressure or not, Siobhan had just thrown Ramsey's instructions right out the window, and Autumn ended up getting her hands on the sunny side up.
Siobhan, I got your sunny side up. And you do scramble.
When it was time for the judgment, Ramsey threw her a curveball and asked how long she had boiled the soft-boiled egg for. And what was her answer? You won't believe what she said.
My teammates helped me, Chef.
Your team.
Oh, she just blew it. She just fucking blew it. What? My teammate helped me. Just say like 30 minutes, bro. Chef. It's 30 minutes. Oh no, fucking 30 seconds, chef.
Thanks helped you. I asked you to work on your own.
And Ramsey's face says it all. He was like, are you serious? But wait, it gets even worse. Siobhan's explanation pushed all of Ramsey's buttons. Like, what pressure was she even talking about? Truth is, Ramsey would have actually given her dish a pass. Well, obviously, he knew she was working all by herself.
Yeah, she's working all by herself. That's just a plus pass. That's just a plus point. Even if you're working, even if your technique a little bad, you're working by yourself. Compete with 2 people. It's like you get a guaranteed pass if you make a decent food. If you make a decent egg, that's it. And for fuck's sake.
But Siobhan left him stunned when
She's
she
a
started
dumbass.
blaming her teammates for her actions.
Huh?
Because there was pressure from my team. Are you serious? From not from my team, from Autumn.
Okay, I don't remember anyone forcing her to do anything.
Not from my team, from Autumn. Okay, you got pressure from your team, even though you don't have a team. You just infiltrated them.
Autumn just threw out an idea,
fuck.
and Siobhan went with it. So it's totally on her. Anyway, when she realized things were
Fuck.
crumbling down around her, she decided to break down.
I'm so mad. I listened to the teammates that were forcing me to do something.
Nah, you're such a
I should
dumbass.
have known was wrong to do.
Like, come on, as if
Okay,
crime's
okay, I gave the credit. This one is actually a cheating, right? It's actually a cheating problem. But also, most of the problem is not cheating. It's because they are dumbass.
make anything better. But guess what? It wasn't just Siobhan. Autumn and Fran also pulled the same stunt by throwing Siobhan's help under the bus.
Who poached this egg?
I poached that egg, Chef.
Oh, Jesus. 1 point. Fuck off, will you?
And that's even worse than what Siobhan did. Well, guess this challenge wasn't all that exciting after all, right? But in this next episode, you'll see how the
I mean, let's be honest. What good is that fucking egg? It's disgusting. Just do it normally, bro. It's actually fucking disgusting.
these contestants tried to cheat and sabotage each other at the same time.
Wow.
Let's dive into the chaos of episode 3, season 12.
That's Among Us.
Mike Aresta was working at the fish station with Chris. But hold on, because this is when things got wild.
Mike Aresta?
Straight up told Chris to drop the scallops when it wasn't time yet. And well, Chris was obviously pretty confused.
No, not on this one. It's a fucking risotto. Now you confuse me.
Was this part of Mike's devious plan to throw Chris under the bus for making a mistake? Well, it sure looked like it. And Chris, still confused as hell, called out Mike for acting like a complete idiot.
Yep.
Fast forward a bit, and Chris warned Mike about a super hot pan, but not before actually asking him to stay away from his station.
You want me to watch these? No.
I got you, Chris. He doesn't want any help.
And this is when the real fun began. When Ramsey called out for the next dish, Mike brought this uncrusted halibut to the pass, something Chris had totally forgotten about.
Behind you. Hey. Halibut.
Although Chris tried to stop him, Mike was determined to have his way. And, well, his plan to sabotage Chris finally worked its magic.
Wow.
I didn't get it. You get it on, man. Yes, chef.
But Mike wasn't done yet. He walked up with another halibut, and this time, he had his eyes on DeMarco. You see, DeMarco had forgotten to leave the bone in his chicken, which meant it needed a refire.
Wow.
One more fucking table out, unless it's complete.
Ramsey couldn't understand why the team's cooperation was going so poorly, despite the war.
I'm being serious, okay? I'm being serious. If it's like a jealousy, I can look at it. But bromanship, bruh, you guys are fucking idiots. You just okay. And I don't have anything to say. It's like they are fucking dumbasses. They're not cheating, they're just sabotaging. It's not cheating. But it's not excuse for making them look like a fucking dumbasses.
Scott ran out of patience and walked his lamb to the pass, not wanting to wait for the halibut. And that was the end of it. That one mistake got the entire blue team kicked out of the kitchen.
Fuck off out of there. Get out.
It was like everyone was trying to cheat to get ahead and send their dish out to the pass before anyone else had a chance to. There was no communication, no teamwork whatsoever. Just full-blown aggro and sabotage.
Yeah,
But that's
it's like
nothing
sabotage.
compared to the hard lessons that Jeremy Madden had to learn during his time in the kitchen.
Ooh.
Remember when Jeremy's infamous lack of communication made Ramsey completely lose his mind?
Jeremy, hey, he's not even answering me. Come on, Jeremy.
Jeez.
Can I get an answer from you?
First off, the guy couldn't even hear the order. And when Ramsey confronted him about it, Jeremy straight up admitted he had no clue. I mean, seriously, the balls the guy must have had to just brush Ramsey off like that. But that wasn't the only time. Remember the...
For people who are dumbasses that making this decision, I tell you one thing, okay? I'll tell you one thing. It's not cool. It's not inspiring. It's not really actually that good to be stubborn in front of the higher up. You know, it's not cool to look stubborn in front of the star. It's just annoying. Every damn people who act stubborn, act arrogant, act confident in front of the people who control them, it's not actually uh liberation or some bullshit. No, it's just being dumbasses, especially the people who are actually have so much face.
Croissant debacle, Jeremy decided to stand there like a statue, doing absolutely nothing. It was
Wow.
like he had a full-blown factory reset. Just look at him in action. Or, well, more aptly, inaction.
Jen, in the middle there like that with his breakfast. Jeremy, what? Come round then, big boy.
Ramsey was probably just as puzzled as I was when I saw this for the first time. And still am, watching it all over again. Minutes
Wow.
later, Jeremy finally brought up the croissant to the pass. But wait, looks like something's missing.
So where's the smoked salmon scrambled eggs?
Get over there and I'll play the smoked salmon.
Oh, right, the smoked salmon. You know, like
Mm.
half the dish. After his grand standstill performance, Jeremy suddenly got a second wind and tried to finish up everything at once.
Come on.
Watch your back, come on, cool down.
And then came the moment of truth. All the plates were lined up for the pass. And guess what caught Ramsey's eye? You guessed it, Jeremy's plate. And this wasn't just any plate. It was a freaking sample.
Some disgusting pig brought me the sample scrambled eggs that I cooked an hour ago.
Can you believe the level of stupidity going on here?
Yep.
Well, Ramsey sure didn't, since he was in utter disbelief and proceeded to give Jeremy a piece of his mind.
Yes, they save lives on a daily basis, and you want to serve that. You'll fucking kill someone with that.
Well, considering the dude may as well have been sleeping, he definitely needed the wake-up call.
Yep.
Now, sometimes contestants go to any lengths necessary to steal the win. But can you believe that this next contestant actually bribed her teammates to help her win? I'm not even joking. So this went
What?
down during the final dinner service of season 2.
Okay.
Keith Green was one of the 6 chefs to make a comeback. He was Virginia's top choice for her team, even before Tom and Giacomo, making him the overall first pick.
First person I pick is you, Keith.
However, he wasn't too thrilled about being on Virginia's team.
Rather be on Heather's team because Virginia doesn't deserve it.
Virginia demanded nothing but perfection. However, Keith had other plans. He actually wanted something in return for his hard work. Whoa, that was bold of him to ask.
The
But
fuck?
he knew it wouldn't fire back at him in any way possible, because he was just there as a helper. And cheating won't get him in trouble. Can't get kicked out if you've already been kicked out, right? Which is why, despite Virginia's initial hesitation, he pressed for an immediate offer. Eventually, she gave in and pledged to reward the men if she ended up winning the competition.
I'll give you each $1,000.
You think that's fair? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Meanwhile, when the service came to an end, Keith made it clear that his main motivation was the $1,000 that Virginia had promised.
Not 2,000?
As fate would have it, Virginia ended up losing to Heather in the final, meaning Keith's hope for
For
the money
fuck's sake.
went unfulfilled. You know, sometimes you bet it all on black. And it comes up red. Tough luck, dude. But this
Oh my
next
God.
contestant made a grave mistake that could have potentially affected his personal life.
Holy, what the fuck?
Sorry.
What the fuck is this disgusting?
My name's Squish.
In season 16, episode 7, things took a romantic turn in the dorms. Andrew Pierce and Heather decided to get cozy and cuddle up together.
You what? Push these things down. Can we take the bra off?
But here's the kicker. Andrew made it crystal clear that he and Heather were just friends.
Me and Heather are friends. You know, we're out here.
What
enjoying
the
moment,
fuck?
and she's a good girl. So hey, am I gonna flirt with her a little bit?
However, even with his wedding a short few months away, Andrew didn't mind keeping the flirtatious vibe going.
I get married in a.
What the fuck? He's gonna get married? What is he's doing this shit? What the fuck?
couple months, so it's probably not going to be a strong relationship.
Not right now.
Talk about a showmance. But let's address the elephant in the room. Dude was blatantly cheating on his fiancée right in front of the cameras. Ha! Pulled a sneaky on ya. This little tryst was a completely different kind of cheating. Anyway, if you can think of more times that contestants cheated their way out of trouble or into it, let me know in the comments. And before you leave, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications. Also,
cheating. Now I understand. Okay. Thanks for watching. Stay cool, fam.